So we are in the month of October. In October, in the cybersecurity space, is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. And so every month or every year around this time, we have various governments around the world, specifically the United States and Canada, come out with their Cybersecurity Awareness Month. And a lot of times it tackles various subjects around cybersecurity, obviously, but it also covers a theme. And so I guess this year's theme is around health and fitness. So, so a lot of times when October comes around, there's various companies, especially the one I work for and my business that I work on, and everything else, including this channel. I want to create relevant material that kind of caters towards this because cybersecurity is very important, and not many people know how to protect themselves against cyber attacks. So just briefly here, I want to share my screen, and this is from the Government of Canada's website. So October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month in Canada. So if we scroll down a bit, there are actually 5 weeks in October this month. So we have week 1, which is the week we are currently in. And so October 2 to 6. So we're talking about a good warm up. So we're talking about common cyber threats, so like phishing and malware. We're also talking about tools that keep you safe online, so various anti-malware software and making sure that your browser is up to date, and simple steps to start and practice getting cyber safe. So making sure that you have strong passwords, you're making sure you're rotating those passwords at least once a year, stuff like that. Week 2, so October 9th to 13th, we're talking about, speaking of passwords, use of strong and unique passwords and phrases. So a strong password these days is 14 characters in length. It contains uppercase, lowercase, and numbers, and as well as special characters. We enable multi-factor authentication. So anytime you get a SMS text to your phone, or you use an authentication app for a second layer of security, that is multi-factor authentication. And of course, we want to avoid phishing and social engineering scams. Week 3, so October 16th to 20th, cover installing antivirus software, or in this case, I guess it's a more relevant term is anti-malware, but potato. Use of a VPN, so anytime you're on a public Wi-Fi network, such as at your hotel or at a coffee shop, those networks are insecure by default. And so you want to make sure that you have a virtual private network that you are using. And I highly recommend Proton VPN. They do not sponsor me. And last but not least, in this week here, securing your home Wi-Fi. So making sure your Wi-Fi password is strong and it's protected and refreshed annually. Week 4, maintaining that muscle. So we have all these various passwords that we use, and so having a password manager keeps us organized that way. We enable automatic updates whenever possible, so making sure that our browsers are up to date, our operating system is up to date, and any other software that we use is also up to date. And last but not least, in this week, backing up your data. So I guess a few steps back. So a while back, I think I shared this in a previous video. A while back, I had an issue where I was just learning cybersecurity. Actually, yeah, a long time ago, actually. I was just learning about cybersecurity, and I realized, hey, you know what? Let's put drive encryption on my computer. And so I did that, and halfway through it crashed. And so all my data was lost because it didn't get through the entire encryption process. And at the very end, it gives you a private key that you can unlock your data. And that didn't happen. So at that time, I did not have any backups. I had backups from, I think, a different drive or something. But they weren't necessarily backups. They were just data that I stored on a separate drive, which was fortunate. But I lost a lot of things, especially a lot of music that I composed, which quite unfortunate. But you learn your lesson, right? So moving on. And then the last week, strength in numbers. So share your motivation with the world. This week will teach you how to be a coach for your family, friends, and coworkers with advice on talking about cybersecurity with older adults, teaching kids about cyber threats, and helping your office get cyber safe. So this is just spreading the awareness, spreading the message, and making sure that we are all cyber safe, because at the end of the day, there are hackers everywhere, and they could be down the street from you, they could be across the world, and they're after your data, they're after your personal information, they're after your credit card numbers, they're after your money, and they're after your crypto. So we got to make sure that we are staying on top of everything. And so what I am doing for these 5 weeks is I have prepared 5 posters that I'll be posting once a week. So you can find that in the community tab on YouTube, or you can find it in my Telegram group. And so every week I'll be pinning that post, and yeah, it's just kind of an awareness, right? Getting cyber aware is key, and if you want more information on how to actually protect yourself against cyber threats, definitely do your own research online. Go to YouTube, go to Google, search up how to be cyber safe, right? And use my channel as well. I provide tips and tricks. And of course, if you want a little bit more details, if you are very cyber aware like myself, I have a whole network infrastructure built out. I use all the tools and technologies, tips and tricks of the trade. And so I offer my consultation services for that as well. And you can find that in the description below. So anyways, I hope this was valuable. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.